Never open Pandora's box. Never. People are going to, aren't they? This is the 100. This is episode number 4, season 5, Pandora's box. I'm looking forward to checking out this episode because season 5, I'm just going to turn it down so there's no reverb for my headphones because, yeah. But yeah, season 5 has been an absolute blast and it's been so intriguing. The first 2 episodes have filled us in on where certain characters are at. The last episode, we got to know more of the Allegiance group. Allegiance 4, I believe they're called. Yes, well, of course, because they've mentioned it, you dumb idiot. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just insulting myself today. You're an idiot. You look stupid. There we go. Getting all the insults out the way for myself. No, we got more to know about Allegiance 4. As well as the fact that Bellamy and Co. have now returned to the Earth for the first time in 6 years. Albeit Raven and Murphy, who are staying up on the Allegiance ship, the main Allegiance ship, yeah. With the deception to Bellamy and Co. that they will return. But there's no plans on returning in reality, so yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how things do go, especially with the fact that we're gonna, like, peace never goes down well, does it? So something's gonna happen. Yeah, the negotiations were short. Yeah, I'm looking forward to checking out this episode. This is episode number 4 of season 5 for the 100. Extended reaction will be on Patreon. Let's go. Kane and Octavia having an intense stare. What did he do? What did he do?
Last.
Shit. Oh, damn! Use the shield. That's good. That's not going to protect you from behind. Oh, shit. Oh, no!
Tell Octavia it was me!
It was you.
It was me.
Oh, Kane took the rap, didn't he? From whatever the hell happened.
But you are the last.
Stealing medicine
Has
like
he earned his
Murphy's
freedom, Blood Rain?
dad. Isn't it the, this hand?
No.
But he fought!
Again tomorrow.
We'll split this valley down the middle. Whether or not you're happy is on you. But
It's
I'd
a
like
fair
to think
deal.
we could find a way to coexist.
Oh, shut up. Look him up. Look him up.
283 of my people is one hell of a way to start a friendship.
Well, it
Do we
could
have
be
a deal
worse.
or not?
Kiss. Kiss. Kiss.
You're
I don't care. Oh, I love these two.
She's safe. She's in the wood.
At the time of her arrest, she was the most wanted criminal in the world.
Oh. We're threatening to kill her people. What could go wrong?
So, any idea of this piece going hunky-dory, no problems?
Everyone's okay.
Forget that bullshit.
I don't believe it.
Be shook, peeps.
Jeez, and they call me the cockroach.
You guys just be careful up there, okay? We'll talk more once all this is over. I want to hear everything.
Oh, wow.
Okay, but
Raven.
first- Thank you for saving our lives.
Oh, I love this.
Miss you both. Kill the hostage taker and his girlfriend. And go home and find a cure.
Oh my god, really? Come on. How about you ask nicely? You know, on Allegiance, do they have manners?
Ready for liftoff.
Humane.
How many times can we tell ourselves that?
Exactly.
No. It's what we say to justify the horror we inflict on each other. I can't do it anymore.
Marcus, you have to fight.
Your patience has been tested.
I'll do anything. I can't lose you.
I love you.
Kane.
Jesus Christ. This is heartbreaking. No, this is heartbreaking. Jeez. I know Abby's gonna have a lot of guilt if Kane does.
We allowed justice to become vengeance.
Yeah, this is pissing off Octavia. Oh shit.
And I allowed that darkness to rise. But my complicity ends today.
Oh no. Here we go again. This kind of reminded me of early season 4. Oh, please tell me this is Allegius, Saved by the Bell. Oi, oi, oi. You know what? There's a metaphor right there about Octavia's likeness returning. What's so brutal now?
1,200.
814.
Oh, yeah, because... So that's how many have died. Well, not how many have died, but the difference now.
I'm just afraid I won't be able to pull the plug.
I know. And that's why I'm gonna do it.
I mean, he's got the stomach too.
Wait. Everybody was so surprised when I stayed behind. I mean, most of all me. Thought maybe I was doing it to impress some more.
It's got a
people the more I
purpose.
think
Nice,
about it.
Murphy.
I mean, why do you always have to be the one to sacrifice?
Oh.
Anyway, if it comes down to it, I got this.
Why are they helping us?
I don't trust them either, okay?
Good.
I need you to trust me. We have leverage.
What kind of leverage?
Something that never goes down well for in this show. It's the first time these people have been outside for like 6 years. It's gonna be like, holy shit.
There's our doctor.
Yeah. Get your own doctor.
What the hell is taking so long?
Get your own bloody doctor.
This girl is some kind of genius. Everything I thought of, she thought of first. She even had time to flip me the bird.
Does that mean she knows you've been trying to get back
Oh,
in?
that was what it was. I thought it was just a
I told you to be
signal like
careful. Those
Raven.
are men up there, Shaw.
Relax. They're okay. See? Snug as criminally insane bugs in hermetically sealed.
Like the Batman thing in the sky.
This one-legged goalie attempts to defend Kenzie. Yes, he can. He's got too much speed. Yes! Yes! Oh, it's so sweet.
I'm not a football fan, but this is cute.
What's happening?
This isn't.
Talk to me.
Uh-oh.
They open the pods.
Colonel, if we don't close the outer bay doors right now, your people are gonna die too.
Oh,
You mean our people, don't
nice.
What are your
Good
orders?
strategy, Raven.
Close the doors. Either way, we're back in control. Your friend may be smart, but she's a coward.
No, she's got humanity. Something that you apparently lack.
Live. Not yet.
Jesus.
Well, the time will come. Just don't do anything stupid.
Let's go.
So there's a kind of a rebellion going on
Where's my doctor?
behind Charmaine's back. Oh boy. Keep your eye on the ball, McCreary. You didn't.
Okay, we're safe here.
You suck.
Just moves off.
You'll see what full power does to human flesh.
Hey!
You're a
What the hell are you
bitch.
doing? One call from me.
Make your call.
Yep. Things have just gone south now that the prisoners are released.
We'll come without a fight. I bet you will, traitor.
Oh shit.
We, the two of us.
We're out the bunker now.
Is that a problem?
They're being grounded, basically. They are grounders. Oh shit. Oh, you dickheads!
You idiot! Get to the ship! Move! Now! Prep for emergency evac!
On your orders. Fuck.
Because of this idiot, we have no choice. They will retaliate. We have
Yeah,
to
but he was doing what? Didn't he want to do what McCreary wanted to do? Aww.
I'm flying the ship. Shoot me, we all die.
I'm not gonna ask you again, Lieutenant.
2.
Okay.
We have 283 more.
The sass, though.
This is your fault.
Blood Raina. What do we do now?
Now, we go to war.
Oh, Lord. Well, war has been started. He made the... that guy who got shot made the move. I'm guessing that that person was a essential member of the 100 team. But yeah, this is going to be great then. So of course, war had to escalate between the what do you call them now? I mean, they are still, well, one crew. Yeah, one crew. But does that, I guess that includes Clark, Raven, and co. Because there are only like a few more, so yeah. So one crew and Allegis at war. It was bound to happen. You know, I think the victim here is Bellamy, in this episode. Like, Octavia went full blaming on him when Bellamy only tried to do his best, and if anything, Bellamy's truce deal was fair at the end of the day. It's not like Bellamy made things even worse. Like, what's with the hate with Bellamy? But then again, Octavia's shrouded in darkness, and it's just really, really shit, isn't it? Like, yeah, we had that beautiful moment where the Blakes were reunited, and I have to say there is a nice symbolism there with a bit of, because this is the thing though, I doubt during those 6 years and during her period as the Red Queen that Octavia opened up to a bit of light. She was always going to be ruthless, and it's even broken Kane to the point where he was willing to die and all of that, while speaking about the right course, speaking about the fact that Octavia has lost morality and what they have fought for has become a depressing, dark time. I want to know what the Dark Year was all about, though. I'm really excited to find out more about that. But yeah, there was a bit of nice symbolism when the bunker was opened up and you had that bit of light. It was like a bit of light came out of Octavia as well. So that. I might be pulling out a bit of a stretch there, but I mean, that's always me. I'm always like, ooh, this is nice symbolism. Oh, this is a nice parallel. So, yeah, especially with this show, because they have some great parallels. Like the whole fact that Kane was taking pills to Abby, and Abby was at fault. Well, yeah, it was Abby that was getting the pills, and then Kane took the rap. It kind of reminded me of Murphy's backstory. Where his dad was taking medicine, and he ended up being floated for it. It kind of reminds me of it, because they've got their own floating rules in the bunker, although they don't get floated. It's that fight to the death thing, and then it's up to Octavia to decide if they are worthy to survive, as evidenced in this episode. Just because you've won doesn't mean you've earned the right of survival, because the fight that Kane won, Octavia decided, nope, you're fighting tomorrow. So, yeah. But yeah, I absolutely enjoyed this episode. We got to find out a bit more about Allegius as well. Not just the people and all of that, but what happened to the ships as well. It seemed like they were doing... it seems like their mining mission as well seemed to have... had, like, Allegius 1, had one task, Allegius 2 had another, and we don't know what happened to Allegius 3, so I'll be interested to find out what happened to that with the whole Nightblood situation. I'm sure of it, because they did mention, like, blood alteration, just like on Allegius 3, so something must have happened. Maybe it's something connected, like they were not the Nightblood. That's why they might have had it redacted and all of that. They don't want to talk about blood alteration and all of that. And I'm not so sure. Like, I don't know. I want to think that the reason they took the main reason they took Abby, because they need a doctor, and I want to think that there's a bit of Nightblood with Allegius 4. Considering they took a bit of they talked about blood alteration. It might not be Nightblood, but I have a feeling it is, since they're talking about since they spotted black blood and they're like, ooh, blood alteration. Like I said, it could be blue, green, but from what we've seen on the 100, the only other instance of blood alteration is Nightblood. So that could be a factor, couldn't it? Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see, because, like I said, Allegius 3 seems to be off the record, and we will probably find out more about that in the near future. But, yeah, Kane coming along with Abby. I felt so bad for Kane. Like, he's lost the will to live. And he even said, about... this is what we do to survive. It just seems to be like a justification these days. Like, he feels like that is just an excuse to, that's basically it. It's an excuse. And he's just done. He's just done at the end of the day, and it's really heartbreaking to see. So, yeah, I absolutely felt so bad for Kane in this episode. It was a really, really great episode, though. I loved the space sequences as well with Murphy and Raven, who... You gotta ship that. I don't know. I think it's the fact that Murphy's on his own. But not just that, though. He really opened up to Raven's character when he was saying about the whole... situation about, he had heart for Raven, because she didn't want to go through with the decision to kill nearly 300 people. What's so funny is it's always around that, the culling on the Ark, the whole those who are going to have to get sacrificed in Prime Fire, and now this, it always comes around, it's either 100 or 300, so I know it's not exactly at 300 or over 300, but it's near a amount. If we're going to round it to 100, it's going to be 300 with the whole prisoner situation. But yeah, like I said, Raven not willing to go through the idea of killing 300 people, and Murphy talking about, why should she be the one to sacrifice. I love that from Murphy. He might be a bit of a dick, and he might have this Joker, this, kind of dark joking personality, I guess, half the time. But I love how selfless he is, and there are those scenes with Murphy where he does look out for people. It's really, really great stuff to see. So yeah, and I also really, really loved the fact that we had that Dioza and it's really it's really, really weird, isn't it? But it's just something I feel like it's gonna be like Ida or Ida, that whole My Hero Academia pronunciation situation, and people are gonna be like, it's... Yeah. But yeah, I absolutely loved the Charmaine well, it wasn't Charmaine, it was Shaw trying to get at Raven, wasn't it? But Charmaine was so ready, like she was ready to have a bit of backfire against Raven and her plans with the whole 280 free prisoner situation, where she had the finger, well, she didn't have a finger on the button, but you know what I mean, she was ready to, they were basically a bargaining tool, and Raven kept forcing Diyoza's hand, and it was really, really great stuff to see. I also loved the bird signal. For some reason, I thought that was like a calling signal, like the bat signal or whatever, rather than flipping the bird. So I was really surprised about that. Like, oh, it's like literally flipping the bird. Otherwise, I would have just. But it makes sense with Raven being related to a bird, so it makes sense, doesn't it? But yeah, I was surprised with that explanation. Maybe Raven was trying to call her signal, and Shaw got the wrong impression, considering how she kept pushing him back and all of that, and kept having Diyoza to force her hand. Like she tried to suffocate Murphy and Raven. So what does she do? Release the prisoners, which is a matter we've got to deal with. So are you going to have them suffocate, or are we going to call off this whole suffocation thingy-mabob? So I really, really loved Raven. And, well, Murphy did inspire a bit as well, especially with the fact that he was willing to kill those prisoners, but when push came to shove, he couldn't go through with it either. So, but I really, really loved how Murphy was opening up to Raven and all of that. So it was really, really great stuff to see. But, yeah, like I said, I forgot to glance on the point about we didn't just get to learn more about the Allegiance ships. We got to learn more about the characters. And I kind of retract about what I said about Diyoza being the middle ground kind of character, compared to McCreary, who is like who's ready to cause shit, like he was in this episode. And Shaw was like, I'm a good egg, because it seems like Diyoza has a bit of history with terrorism. And she is apparently most wanted, which is always fun, isn't it? Just because you're most wanted, though, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think back to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm saying, well, then again, it doesn't excuse what she's done as well. And we know she's a bit of a bitch as well, trying to turn the favour into her hands and all of that. And now we've got war going on, so where she's basically grounded the one crew into one area, and she and all of Allegiance gets the majority of the survivable Earth areas, which is Shadow Valley. So I have a feeling there's going to be this. Well, now that Octavia has claimed war after blaming Bellamy for God knows what reason, because Bellamy tried his best. Like he came off so calm. He tried his best, and it's not like Bellamy was the one to escalate it. If anything, Octavia was involved in the whole war escalation, because I think Octavia gave that guy a stare, and then he shot at her with that nice stun gun thing. Like, that's really, really OP. And then all hell broke loose, and he had to get put down, and yeah, but it doesn't matter because Octavia is now declared war. So yeah, I don't see how this whole thing falling apart. I mean, yeah, they did state their intentions, like, oh yeah, we've got Shadow Valley now, and if you don't like it, screw you. So she's gonna be like, oh well, this wouldn't have happened if you made a deal and all of that. But at the end of the day, Bellamy tried his best. Like, he didn't put a foot wrong. He didn't go aggressive to Diyoza. He came in so peaceful. That's the thing. He was, like, I noticed from his wording when he was talking to Diyoza and all of that, he was so calm about it. He wasn't coming off aggressive. He wasn't coming off like, oh, we're going to get into a fight or whatever. He was calm. So he didn't make a step wrong, in my opinion. That's my thoughts about it anyways. But I think there's that darkness that's consumed Octavia so much. Like, it's consumed her mind. where Kane is where Kane is even concerned, because Kane was commenting about how that darkness has consumed Octavia. So yeah, it's probably down to that, but still I feel a bit bad for Bellamy taking the rap. But yeah, I'm really excited to see where things go. What happened to Monty, Imori and Echo as well, considering they came down with Bellamy and well, I guess they were looking after Maddie and all of that, considering she didn't really give a crap about them in the last episode. It was like, oh, Bellamy, hi the rest of you. No, in all seriousness, she would have made mentions, but Bellamy's the hot topic considering Bellark. By the way, that hug scene where they reunited. Anyways, like I said though, I assume they were looking after Maddie, but I don't know. Monty could have potentially been a helping hand, maybe. I have no idea, but yeah, I was wondering where they are, because it seems like we're only getting Bellamy, if anything, out of those who came down to Earth. So yeah, they were probably looking after Maddie. But yeah, it was a great episode. We got to learn that 400 odd people died during the 6 years in under the Red Queen's fighting pit, I guess. Some might have died from natural causes or whatever, like they might have caught an illness or something like that. But we can glance at the fact that the majority of the 400 and odd who died, because it was like 1,200 who went into the bunker, and it was like, what, 816 or 14? So we can assume that during those 6 years, most of the deaths resulted in the fighting pits. So yeah, but we got to learn about that. Like I said, I want to know what the Dark Year was all about. So we'll probably get explanation about that in some capacity. Like Allegiance 3, we've got to find out why that file is so redacted and all of that. But yeah, it seems like we've got a ground war going on with Allegiance and Shadow Valley clashing. I'm really excited to I mean, it was kind of inevitable, especially once we got to find out about the terrorist action that Diyoza seemingly took. It seemed, yeah, we knew that shit was gonna hit the fan. And like I said, peace on this show, it never, like, there's never a happily ever after, is there? There's always gonna be something that will screw things up, and lo and behold, we've basically got war going on. I'm not sure if Diyoza is under that impression, because McCreary got rid of the person who basically influenced Octavia to start this war. So it could be like, okay, so things can escalate. Yeah, he's done. But it doesn't matter, because Octavia is ready to fight, and she has been this is the thing though. Octavia is leading these people, which is bad news if someone causes shit like that guy did who stunned Octavia. It's bad news considering she's under a lot of fire and she's ready to fight. So yeah, it's not looking good, is it? But I really enjoyed this episode. There was a lot of juiciness coming out. I felt so bad for Kane and his character. I loved the fact that I think Indra was a bit supportive, but she knew, like, going against Octavia would be bad news, but she was being so supportive, or trying to be as supportive as possible to Kane. Gotta keep in remembrance, though, that Indra and Kane are, like, best buddies now, so I'm sure for Indra seeing Kane this defeated and without hope, basically, considering how dark and depressing the shelter has become under Octavia's law, I'm sure, like, she feels a lot of remorse for how Kane is feeling. So I really appreciate Indra being there. But yeah, it was a great episode, and I really love how things escalated. Raven and Murphy's story as well was beautiful, and I absolutely enjoyed this episode. It's a great episode of the 100. Season 5 is continuing to rock. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!